All right. Good morning, friends. Welcome again to the J Talk Morning Show right here live on social media and YouTube. Just put in hashtag J Talk Morning Show. It should take you straight to the YouTube channel and Facebook page as well. And so it's great to have you on board with me this morning. And so we're going to get started off here with the part 3, the qualities of an A-list leader. And we're going to jump into that right now. So before we do, let's make sure, hey, everybody got their Java in the morning? Java with Jay, come on. Yes. All right. So we're going to kick it on off. So welcome again. It's great to have you on board. Post a comment down below where you're watching it from, if you're watching it on YouTube or social media or Facebook. And but let me know where you're watching it from. Say hi, say good morning. Or good afternoon, good evening. Depends on where you're watching this in the world. That's the wonderful thing about social media and technology to this day is I can be up at 7 a.m. Central Time here in the wonderful state of Missouri and posting live, and anybody around the world at any time can be watching this, okay, in real time. So that's pretty cool. That is so cool. So, but we do have a YouTube channel put up now. So check that out as well. All right. So we're kicking it off. What we talked about a few days ago was about the A-list leader. We started this off. What did we start that yesterday? I do not remember. No, day before yesterday, because we got part 3. So a couple of days ago, we started this. And so what are the qualities of an A-list leader? This is something I came up with several years ago, actually. And I started thinking, what are some qualities of a leader? And how can I make this easy for people to understand and grasp? And it just, came to mind, I started, let's start off with the letter A. I had this crazy idea to go through every single alphabet or letter in the alphabet. And who knows, I might get crazy again one day and do that. But today we're going to talk about the A-list leader. Woo, where's that title at? There it is. Okay, there's the title. And I did it again. There's a lot of things that go on in the morning trying to get this going. So, all right, there we go. All right, so part 3. All right, qualities of an A-list leader. Now, yesterday we spoke about, the last couple of days, we spoke about awareness. We spoke about authenticity, accountability, accessibility, and approachability. These are the A-list leaders. These are the things that you focus on. You ask yourself, do I possess these qualities? Am I exercising them? And how can I be better at these particular qualities to make you an A-list leader? Okay, A-listers. All right. And if you want to know more, of course, right there, text A-list leader, A-list leader. That's not a list, but A-list. I should have hyphened that. A-list leader to 417-298-6419. If you want to learn more about this program and many others that we have with the JKG consultants as coaches, trainers, and come and speak to your audience about this, your organization or your audience. So if you got an event coming up, you need a speaker, reach out to me. You can also call that number, text that number, or you can go to that slider that's down below. There we go. Okay, so kicking it off now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started now. So what is an A-list leader? Well, an A-list leader is also an affirming leader. You are an affirming leader. You affirm your people. The greatest good, Benjamin Disraeli said, the greatest good that you can do for another is not just share your riches, but reveal to them their own riches, their own. How can they get to where they want to go based upon who they are and what they already possess? It kind of, one of the reasons I got into coaching, first of all, I've been a coach since I was in the military and didn't even realize that's what I was doing until there was actually an official word for what I was doing. So then I wanted to be better at it. So then I started studying and I started getting certified. I wanted to learn, well, what is the true effective coach? What does that look like? And I learned a lot. I learned not to give answers. That was one thing. A coach doesn't just give answers. If you are giving answers based on your personal experiences, you kind of switch hats and become the mentor. And that does happen sometimes. Sometimes that is called for or requested. So a coach does put on a mentorship hat. So All right, all right. Okay, so affirmation is about recognizing and acknowledging the contributions of your team members. It helps you build a culture of appreciation and recognition and fosters an environment of positivity and motivation. Such as a leader who affirms their team members can boost their confidence and morale and inspire them to perform at their best. As a leader, are you always just constantly assaulting, keeping it with the A's, assaulting your team members and employees, the people that have really helped you be in the position you're at? Or are you affirming them? Do you affirm them? Do you give them praises? Do you praise them in public and punish in private? Do you praise them in public or punish in private? Do you celebrate them with other people? Do you let them know not only that they're doing a great job, but also, hey, look, I believe in you. I know you can do this better. Okay. I wouldn't have this faith and trust in you in this position that you're holding in this task that you've got to accomplish if I didn't think you could do it. If I didn't think you could do it, Joe, I would give it to John. Okay. If I didn't think you were capable, Susan, I would give it to Stella. Okay. I would do that as a leader. Okay. This is kind of a storyline, I guess I'm giving, but an example. But you've got to speak into you got to speak life into your personnel. You got to speak life into your team members. Okay. Recognize and identify and acknowledge their contribution and their possibilities, their potential. Okay. When you have and think about this, guys, when you have somebody who believes in you, has faith in you, even beyond what you have faith and belief in yourself, it gives you that boost of energy. Like, maybe I can do this. You want that for your team members. Remember, you're living out your legacy each and every single day, guys. Whether it's in your personal life or it's in your professional life, you're living out your legacy each and every single day of your life. What does that legacy look like? What do you want it to look like? What kind of image and picture? What do you want them to say about you? Do you want them to be honest? And if they were brutally honest, like there was like the Jim Carrey movie, Liar, Liar, he couldn't lie. He couldn't lie as much as he tried to. If you've never seen that movie, you got to go watch it. I'm a big Jim Carrey fan. It was hilarious, very funny. His son wished for his father to never be able to tell a lie again. So if you were cast with that spell, at the end of your life, if everybody else was casted with that spell, what would they say? How did you influence them and inspire them and impact their lives? Affirming their contributions and affirming their possibilities and potential each and every single day. Look for that. And I can promise you, what they say in the end won't have to be a lie. It won't have to be a lie. Live your life in such a way that others will speak highly of you and not have to think about it. Okay? It just comes off. All right? So affirming. The next A in the A list of leadership is abilities. Look, if you're going to lead, you got to be able to do the job, right? There are many who are willing to lead, but there are fewer that are able to lead. Not everybody is cut out to be a leader. Some people are cut out to be followers. And you got to have followers. You got to have followers that will get the job done, followers that will be influenced and inspired by you to move forward and to do the things that need to be done. But leadership, I always like to, you always hear the term able and willing or willing and able, right? Many are willing, but not everybody is able. But if you're willing and you're able, then you should step up your game. Okay. So abilities, the greatest glory, Nelson Mandela, great global leader. The greatest glory in living lies, not in never falling. Okay. The greatest glory in living lies, not in never falling, but in raising every time we fall. In other words, the greatest glory is not every time you fall down, it's how many times do you get back up. Rocky Balboa. Hey, yo, Adrian. Rocky was known for saying that, right? It's not how many times you get hit. It's how many times you can get hit and come back. or it's not in how many times you fall down. It's how many times you can fall down and get back up. If you're building a business, you're going to fall down a lot. You're going to fail a lot. You're going to mess up a lot. I always like to say, fail fast, fail frequently, fail first, and fail forward. Okay? You're going to fail. If you're a leader, you're going to make some mistakes. You're going to make some bad decisions, bad choices in the way you communicate and connect in relationship, all the way to the way that you operate and function as a business owner. That's going to happen. But you got to think, that didn't work. Let's get back to the drawing board, find out what will work, find out what else we can try. Okay? And not everything that works for somebody else is going to work for you and your business. That's something else I think we need to understand. Not everything that works for somebody else is not always going to be the thing that works for you. You're going to have to find your niche. You're going to have to find your lane, and you're going to have to find out where you succeed. You take a certain personality, can approach certain personalities over here, and they can attract. You can also take a personality that is a genius at what they do, okay? But if they don't make that connection with other people, you're not going to get the success. That's why it's so important. That's why I will always hammer it. You've got to learn how to communicate to connect, not just communicate. You've got to learn connecting skills as a communicator. Okay. So that's one of the things I love to teach on so much is just how do you connect as a communicator, building your business, building relationships at home and abroad. Okay. So that is your ability. So the next thing we're going to talk about is checking the time, 12:18 into it. All right, aptitude. Aptitude. You may be willing, you may be able, but do you have the aptitude? Do you know what it is you need to do to be successful at? Winston Churchill said, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Now, this goes back into the whole endurance thing, right? Goes right back into what Nelson Mandela was talking about. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. And it is the courage to continue that counts. The courage. Aptitude. Aptitude, what does aptitude refer to? It refers to the ability to learn and adapt to new situations. It helps you identify team members who are willing to learn and grow and enables you to provide them with the necessary support and the resources. Facilitation, okay? If you know about my OACCFF, facilitation is one of the steps in that process. Okay, a leader who recognizes the aptitude of their team members can provide them with the opportunities for growth and development and ensure that they are equipped to handle new challenges. Are you tapped in to the abilities and the aptitude of your team members? Of your team members. And are you tapped into your level of ability to learn and to adapt to new situations? The ability to learn. Okay, are you teachable? Are you coachable? Are you open to new ideas? Not just from mentors, not just from coaches, not just from your upper echelon leaders. Are you open and willing to adapt to new situations and challenges? When your team members bring that up to you. If you're not talking to your members and asking them for their input, you have left out a huge part of your organizational growth and a major part in your leadership ability. Remember, leadership is about people. Management and supervising, that's about systems operations, production, okay? That's about that. That's not about people. Managing, you don't manage people, you lead people, okay? If I was to meet you and say, hey, so what do you do? And you say, well, I'm a manager at so-and-so, okay? I manage 50 people, okay? I say, okay, so you manage a business. How do you manage people? That's part of what I'm going to ask you. How do you manage people? And what I'll get from that is sometimes a description that actually explains what leadership is, but a lot of times it's about herding the sheep, guiding them where they need to go. Now, you're managing a process. You're not managing people, okay? So leadership is all about people. And you need to understand that. I want you to understand leadership. A leader is dedicated and committed to the people, not just the process, the systems, and the operations. People. You manage systems, processes, and the organization. You manage that. You manage business, but you don't manage people. Okay. All right. I'm going to quit beating that one in the head there. Okay. So we've covered affirming, we've covered abilities, and we've covered aptitude. Okay. That's what I'm going to stop on that today. And we're going to cover the next three tomorrow on part 4. And come back to that. And then we'll do a recap. We'll do a recap of all of them, maybe the next day. So that's what I got for you today, my friends. God bless each and every single one of you. So if you have questions or something on this topic, if you are this kind of leader, an A-list leader, post them in the comments. You can comment both here and live. You can comment in the replay. You can comment on the YouTube channel. I want to encourage everyone to go over there, please. And let me post that right here. There you go. There's the link. Just put J Talk Morning Show. Make sure you put the one that has this little emblem on the front. Let me pull it up for you. Okay. Make sure to tap on the one that has this as its thumbnail. Okay. The other one that has a picture of me, don't tap on that one because I'm still trying to figure out how to delete that channel. Okay. Everything's going to this one alone. Okay. So make sure to tap on that one. All right, my friends, that's what I got for you today. I hope you have a great day. Make sure to, get out there and make a difference today. Increase and improve your leadership. Love and share this. If you don't mind, if you think you found value in this, then please do share. I want to thank you to those that have been sharing it. I see that, and thank you so very much. I'm truly grateful for that. I touched connector there, a little buzz. But I'm truly grateful for that because I truly do want to just add value. I want to increase the abilities of both personal and professional development of individuals and let you see your potential is great. And your ability to adapt to situations and challenges is important because people are watching you, always watching you. People are always, quote unquote, judging you, meaning that, they're evaluating you. And you want to give a great impression on that. But more than just an impression, you want to leave a lasting legacy. So are you invested in your personal growth? That's huge, as well as your leadership development. Are you invested in your personal growth as well as your leadership development? So, like I said, you can go to up there on the bottom, the ticker, and scroll that or check that out. You can go to our website, JKG Consultants. You can text me at that number. And then when you text me, if you're interested in this show particular, text A-List Leader to 417-298-6419. And we can talk about this more. We can actually do a deeper dive on this with actual practical exercises in this program. This is one of my programs. And give that exercise for you and your team members. Okay. Now, here's the thing. If you want to hire me to bring this in to speak and teach and coach on with your team, you need to be in the room. Okay. I've had leaders that did not want to be in the room. They had something more important to do, but all my people need this. If they need it, that means that you need it, because if they need it, you haven't been doing something right. You haven't been adding value, influencing. And if I train them something that you're not aware of, and you try to approach them later and they say, yeah, but wait a minute, Coach Jay Goff said this is the way we should handle this thing. Okay. You need to be in the room, leaders. Lead by example. You want your people in the workshops and classes. You need to be at the workshop and classes. Okay. Matter of fact, I want you sitting in the very back of the room. Okay. So nobody's watching you. Okay. And you don't need to be watching them either, but that's a topic for whenever I get you in the seats. Okay. And so, let's see. We got a comment up here. Catherine, yes, you have a great day as well, my friends, and hope you're doing well. All right. So here we go. And okay, get that off. Keep that going. And there's a process here, folks. One of these days I'll afford a production team. I kind of like doing this myself. All right. So that's what we got for you today. We're going to get on out of here. Make sure you get up, get out, and get at it today. No matter what's going on in your world, the world needs you today, okay? I'm a little under the weather, but I'm getting out there because I know I can add value and do my gig as well. So do my job. So have a great day. See you tomorrow morning on the J Talk Morning Show. And until then, my friends, God bless each and every single one of you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.